Hey, and welcome to, what is this again?
This is WTFn.
Okay.
I know, it's been a long holiday break for you. Yeah, it's WTFn, Annie. This is what we're doing. Let's just start. I mean, because we've already messed up the intro. Let's just jump into it. No, let's not redo it. We're hungover from the 4th of July.
Okay,
we're fine.
okay.
We're Americans. That's why I'm still wearing my red, white, and blue, and there's firework dust all over my fingers because I blew up part of this country. Anyway, Google is gonna start lending out these giant 42-pound backpacks with the cameras attached because
That's heavy.
Yeah, well, it is heavy, but they're trying to send out these backpacks so people can map the world for them. And a lot of Google employees don't want to be climbing Half Dome to take photos. So what they're doing is they're saying that anyone can gain access to these. You just kind of have to apply for it. But it is, like you said, it's very, very heavy. And
I don't think I could carry that much.
it's really tall too, so I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of hiking, and I don't think a lot of the trees on the trail will clear that. So if you're looking forward to this happening, a lot of the photos of the trails will just be a bunch of leaves being masked by the camera. So look out for that, America.
All right.
And rest of the world.
Well, speaking of internet companies, I don't know, search engines that aren't as big as Google. Good transition.
You're a regular Scott Bromley over there with your transition.
AltaVista, which was a search engine in the 90s, well, which is a search engine, it still exists, is shuttering its doors.
Yeah.
They have a few days left. It's going away on July 8th. Yahoo is shutting down the service along with 11 other unloved offerings. That's so sad.
I know, it's really
Such a sad way to characterize it.
I know.
But also dying along with AltaVista is Yahoo Access, Yahoo Browser Plus plugins, Citizen Sports Portal, Yahoo Web Player, and a bunch of other stuff that you've never heard of.
Like Foxy Tunes.
Foxy Tunes.
Foxy Tunes. I'm looking for. I shed a tear for Foxy Tunes. Oh, I loved all those Foxy Tunes I would listen to.
Yahoo Downloads, what is that?
It's where you download music from Foxy Tunes. Duh.
But
music that you find on AltaVista.
Yeah, but they did just buy a Quickie for $50 million, so they're
Out with the
doing
old
stuff that's not.
In with the older.
Yeah.
Slightly less old.
So goodbye AltaVista. I'm sure maybe at least one person out there is still using it.
Yeah, and in case you guys don't know what Quickie is and why Yahoo spent $50 million, it's a New York startup that will let you take your photos and music and videos and turn them into short movies on your phone. So
that's neat.
That's the future, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So here's a fun new Instagram account. The TSA is now Instagramming confiscated items that people are attempting to bring on planes, such as cigarettes, fireworks, pistols, and knives. And you can see for yourself there that there's a giant mass of fireworks that I'm hoping several people tried to bring onto a plane, and that wasn't just one idiot who tried to carry that. I think
it was probably one idiot. If you've ever been to Montana, it's hard to resist some of those stores.
Yeah, some of these items are pretty sweet though. There's like this gun knife thing that's camo print. It's kind of awesome.
Because you want your gun to be camouflaged.
Yeah, but what is annoying me here is that they're not posting some of the mundane things that they've confiscated from me over the years.
Angry.
I'm really angry about this because there have been occasions when I've tried to bring totally innocuous things on a plane, such as hairspray or cosmetics or other things that women try to bring on planes. And I've had not cheap items confiscated from me that are clearly benign.
Like what? Like aside from the hairspray, like some makeup?
Hairspray, lotions, sunscreen.
But why are you bringing the giant bottles of hairspray?
Because you're packing and you forget, and then you get to the airport and you're like, oh, that's a hairspray that I spent $25 on. Now
Number one rule of 9/11.
Even though it's clearly not going to be used for ill purposes.
I was going to say number one rule of 9/11, never forget. And you are clearly forgetting the 3-ounce rule.
To buy stupid bottles and pour, those little travel bottles. And why should I have to do that?
Spray it all into one of those bags.
Oh, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, they should be a little more honest about what they're really doing, which is confiscating people's innocuous stuff just to be jerks.
Yeah, you're mad about this.
I am mad about that.
You're mad about this. You're probably mad like those air passengers who keep on trying to board planes with loaded guns. Have you heard about this?
No.
Air passengers are trying to board airplanes with loaded weapons, like more and more. Apparently, in the first 6 months of this year, the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, those Instagrammers, those Instagram happy TSA screeners, they found 894 guns on passengers. Or, in their carry-on bags, because that's where they screen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they set a record in May for the most guns seized in 1 week was 65 in all. 45 of them were loaded and 15 with bullets in their chambers, ready to fire.
I mean, do you think that they honestly thought that was okay to bring the gun on the plane, or that they just forgot about it or something?
I don't know. They're packing. They get lost in their packing. They forget.
No, I'm sorry. Just let me bring my hairspray on the plane.
That's all I ask. That's fine. Let me bring my gun knife on the plane. And my fireworks. TSA. Anyway, all right. You want to do another Bromley style bailout of this and segue into the next story?
How about Facebook? I wonder how many Facebook fans they have. Let's talk about this sad physical Facebook fan counter for local businesses. Can you believe this is real?
It's so dumb. So it's this like box that you put in your store, and it has a counter. So every time someone likes your page, a new number will flip over. But it's just, why do you need that in your? Who cares how many likes you have on Facebook? Like what stupid cupcake boutique is gonna be like? We have 35 people who like us on Facebook. Want to see the number click over? Pull out your phone.
And speaking of how ineffectual Facebook likes can be, there was this campaign that came out this week that I thought was really interesting and eye-opening. That was kind of images of malnourished children and stuff, and then people just sticking their thumbs in there, kind of just demonstrating how like a Facebook like is a way of for people to feel like they're doing something, even though it's really stupid.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I really hate that. It's like Coney. I also hated when they did. Everyone was like, change the picture of your profile picture to a cartoon to help the kids who are getting beat up by their parents.
Yeah.
Like, does that really help stop child abuse? If I put Captain Planet as my profile picture, is that going to stop anyone from abusing a child? No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
And no, I like that campaign that they're, showing how ineffective doing this is.
Yeah.
Take real action, America. You had your 4th of July. Now it's time to do something good for the rest of the world.
Here's a guy that took action. Ousted Groupon CEO Andrew Mason, who cut an album that was out this week. Did you hear about this?
Oh, of course I heard about it. I listened to it.
Oh yeah, it's good. Mason wrote in a blog post, "This album pulls some of the most important learnings from my years at the helm of one of the fastest growing businesses in history and packages them as music." What genre would you say this is?
I think he should use music in quotes. The genre is garbage. The album should be called Terrible.
Well, it's described more formally as more country than anything else, but includes a taste of hip hop and gospel.
I expect nothing less from
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Right. I expect nothing less from the man who referenced Battletoads in his departure letter. But anyway, he has titles like "The Way to Work," "Rising Above the Pack," which is kind of like a ripoff of "Carry On My Wayward Son." "Kiss," which is "Keep It Simple, Stupid," because you need to do that in business. And our personal favorite. This is our favorite song. "My Door Is Always Open."
Oh man, so good.
It's like he slows it down. He slows it down, and
there's
it's like
a female vocalist that I think it's a female? Or it could be just a chipmunk.
Yeah, I think it is an actual singing chipmunk that he brought on for this album. But yeah, they sing about how his office hours, he's always open. He's there. He's open and willing to help any employee, and how it's really good that they come and ask him for help.
Yeah. Why don't we leave you guys with a little taste of the album?
My office is always open. Go ahead. And until next time, we will see you guys. We'll see you guys next week. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I'm Scott.
I'm Annie.
And this is former Groupon CEO.
My door is on.